In the last decade, we have undoubtedly participated in the largest psychological experiment in human history. You feel it, don't you? The pervasive mental fog, atrophy of your attention span, and a baseline of anxiety that only vanishes when you are scrolling. We call it brain rot, but neuroscientists would call it synaptic puring hyper stimulation. Your brain is literally shedding its ability to focus because you are trained it to only value the novelty hit. Today, we are initiating a 21-day consecutive reset to reclaim your prefrontal cortex. But here is the catch. Most digital detoxes fail because they ignore a single counter-initiative psychological principle. If you don't implant this one specific neuro anchor, which I will reveal later in this protocol, you begin today. Vertics are present to Psychology of Brainrot and how to fix it. For the rot, we must understand the erosion. Brain rot content function on a principle called variable ratio reinforcement. It is the same psychological mechanism that makes slot machine addictive. Because the content is nonsensical and rapid, your brain is constantly guessing what comes next. When it can't predict the outcome, it releases a surge of dopamine to keep you searching for a pattern. Over time, this results in a conjugative overload. Your working memory, the RAM of your mind, is constantly full of junk data, leaving no room for deep thoughts, emotional regulation, or creativity. You aren't becoming less intelligent, you are becoming conjugatively congested. Neuroplasticity detects that it takes roughly 3 weeks to weaken a neural pathway and begin fortifying a new one. Here is your 3-stage architecture. Days 1 to 7, the sensory deprivation phase. You must move beyond the simple time limits. You need to engage in monotasking for 1 week. You are forbidden from double screening, no podcast while gaming, no scrolling while eating. You are resynthesizing your dopamine receptor to mutant. It will feel anodizing. The agony is your brain literally rewiring itself. Days 8 to 14, the conjugative loading phase. We replace passive consumption with active synthesis. Instead of watching 3-minute summaries, you must read for 30 minutes of uninterrupted deep work. This reinforces the myelin sheathing around your focus-related neurons. Days 15 to 21, the creativity re-emerges. This is where we transition from a consumer to a producer. Your brain must learn that it can generate its own internal rewards without an external digital stimulus. Do most people fall off the wagon on day 22? Why does the fog return to the moment where you pick your phone up? It's because they missed the most critical psychological component of the reset, the neuro anchor. The secret of making this gap permanent is called silent gap. The secret is to 5 to 10 minutes window of absolute boredom immediately following a high dopamine activity. Most people finish a task and immediately reach for their phone to relax. This is catastrophic error. When you do, you prevent long-term potential. You are essentially overwriting useful things you did with digital noise. The neuro anchor is this. For 21 days, you must commit to 10 minutes of total silence after every period of productivity. No music, no talking, no input. This gap allows the hippocampus to move information into long-term memory. Without the gap, you aren't resetting, you are just pausing the rot. The gap is where your actual healing happens. If you found this clinical breakdown helpful, subscribe for more deep dives into